Hello, and this is Big Bang Bot, and today I will be reviewing Mario Kart Wii for the Nintendo Wii. Wait, that says Mario Kart though, but the spine says Mario Kart Wii. I'm so confused. Oh wait, it is called Mario Kart Wii. I'm not doing that again. I already did that in my Mario Kart 8 review. I'm not doing that again. I'm just gonna stop doing this and carry on with the review. But anyway, this is Mario Kart Wii. It was a Wii game. It was released in April of 2008 worldwide. Well, April 2009 in South Korea, but the whole world is not South Korea, so it was April 2008. But anyway, it came out and it received mostly positive reviews. And as for the game sales, well, saying that the game was successful is an understatement because, well, look at this. Look. What? 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 I'm stunned. Game managed to sell that many units. The scariest thing is that look at all of these similar racing games on the Wii. Look how unsuccessful they were compared to this. Man, well, this game was not only, you know, extremely successful, selling over 35 million units, according to, you know, DG charts, which, in my opinion, isn't the most reliable site in the world. I mean, Wikipedia says it's over 36 million, but both those sites are unreliable. And this game was so successful, spawning a ton of merchandise and having a huge online community, and it was just enjoyed by gamers. Many people played it and enjoyed it, and yeah. Now I'm going to tell you how I first got to experience this game. And I don't really talk about memories on this channel that much, so it's about time that we start to. Okay, so I remember my friend, Typical Johns, and his family, they were talking about this game. And I was like, man, I was kind of interested. And I remember, and I think we were on holiday when we were talking about it. And sometime after we got home, they literally brought their Wii to my house and this game, and we played it. That was a fun time. And then a bit later, on my 8th birthday, I got a Wii. Now, I got a bunch of games for the Wii on my birthday, and I tried to find footage of it, and I know that footage exists, but I just couldn't find it. So, you know what? I just gave up. But there were 2 games I remember getting for the Wii when I first got it. Wally, which I don't have anymore, and I couldn't even beat the 3rd level, and of course, this game. I spent so many hours in this game, nowhere near as much as I did Pro, but I still spent tons of hours playing this game. I enjoyed it so much, and the Wii is pretty much an extremely nostalgic console for me. I'm not American. And yeah, this is a monument in my childhood. But is it just as good now as it was back when I was a kid? Now I'm a bit older and getting closer to exams. Well, you know what? I might as well just play this game and find out the answer to that question. Does this game deserve to be the 2nd best-selling game both on the Wii and the Mario franchise? Does it deserve to be the 6th best-selling video game of all time? I'm gonna break it down for you. No, it doesn't, but is it still good? Well, let's find out. Well, I'm assuming that every single one of you has played this game, considering how well it sold, so I don't really have to say anything about that. Oh, hi Sonic Boom Rise! Well, I'm assuming that every single one of you have played the game and you all know the answer to that question, but what is my answer to that question? Well, that's why you're here, to find out. Obvious Wii U product placement. Remember the days of the Wii when you could just listen to the main theme of a Wii game forever?
Mario Kart, Wii!
Yeah, you can. Even though most games you won't want to do that for. Except for cars. But you know, this ain't cars, this is Mario Kart Wii, so let's go! The story of this game is that, okay, Mario and Luigi are using Wii wheels to drive in invisible cars, I guess, and they must have gone over an invisible ramp, and now they're turning a corner, and now Peach is doing the same thing. She viciously murders Luigi, sort of. Then they go into cars, and now they're in the game? This tells me nothing about the story. Oh well, maybe it's in the manual, I'll check that. Okay, let's see. Da-dee-da-dee-da, da-dee-da-dee-da, da-dee-da-dee-da. Nothing. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. What a waste of my time. This game ain't got no story, so I'm gonna get onto the gameplay. In the single player mode, there are a grand total of 4 modes. A downgrade from Mario Kart DS's 5, but it's pretty hard to beat Mario Kart DS, maybe except for Crash Team Racing, but this ain't Crash Team Racing. So anyway, you've got the Grand Prix mode, the Time Trial mode, the Versus Race, and the Battle Race. I literally don't need to say anything else. I just don't. The review's over. Overall, Mario Kart Wii is a weird game. It gets an M rating. I'm Big Ben Bot, signing out. Diasos Motos. Wait, what do you mean I have to review the game properly? That's all you need to know. You don't need to know anything else. It plays like Mario Kart. It sounds like Mario Kart. It looks like Mario Kart. M rating. Goodbye. Alright, I'll get back into the game. Maybe. Well, I'm back, and let's get back into business! Mario Kart Wii plays just like all of its predecessors, as in, you basically have to drive around a course 3 times and hopefully get through it before everyone else does, with a whole bunch of items along the way that will just make you go crazy when stuff goes wrong. And basically it's typical old Mario Kart, and you all know how Mario Kart plays, so I'm just gonna shut up and just let you watch this game. I won't though. I am so sozzers, but I won't. I'm gonna explain more stuff. In the Grand Prix mode, you have a grand total of 3 cups, unlocking a 4th one when you do well enough. You have the 50cc, the 100cc, the 150cc, and the mirror mode. Or as I like to call it, the slow mode, the decent speed mode, the fast mode, and the inverted fast mode. Actually, you know what, I only just came up with those names right now, so that's not what I like to call them, but I should call them those in the future, which I will, so feel lucky. And anyway, once you pick your mystical thing known as the cup, you get to choose a character. Not including the 2 Mii costumes, there are a grand total of 24 characters. Wow, 24? Are you serious? And once you pick your character, you get to go into 2 different types of vehicles in this game. Wow, you've got your carts and you've got your bike. And once you choose one of them, you can either choose automatic or manual drifting. Automatic drifting is where you just drift. Manual drifting is basically like it is in the Mario Kart games, but it's a bit different. I'll get into that later. Hopefully.
I'll get the tackle to me. I'll make my mistakes. But the word and I goes on. Who cares? I don't care. I don't even care.
I actually care a pretty packing lot.
And then you gotta choose your cup, and once you choose your cup, you gotta race through the 4 courses. And you basically gotta get the best time in those courses. You gotta beat everyone. And whoever has the most points at the end, which are determined by how well you do in a race, you will win. So you better do well in those cups.
Oh, I haven't played this game religiously since I had my original Wii, and that was from 2008 to 2012. This is gonna be so scary, but you know what? I'm gonna do it.
I'm just gonna pick the mushroom cup and see how well I do. Okay. Wow, look at this intro. It's so much like an intro. Okay, I'm ready. I'm so ready to start. 3, 2, let's go! Ow. We're off to a great start, guys. Well, I'm off, but who cares? I'm gonna get ya. Oh, why does it go to the right? That is so annoying. Ow, a power block. Ah! Oh, what? A lightning bolt! Unless the game's Super Mario Kart, the lightning bolt is so annoying. Everything's okay. Oh, I just love throwing all my items at the end of a race. Hey look, I won! Yay! That race went pretty well, except for the beginning, but I'm gonna move on to the next race. Let's go! Curse you, cows! And you, Dry Bowser! Well, at least we get blue shell, that's one thing. Ha! Take that, Dry Bowser! Good, I didn't get hit by them. Because if I did, I would have yelled, Moo! Come on, Mario, you can do this! Yeah! What again? Mushroom Gorge? We were talking about gorges in geography today. This will be completely out of date by the time I upload this review. This track is, like, really good, actually. No, Mario! Why did you have to pick up so much stupid speed? I'm in the 11th now. First to 11 in like 5 seconds. Wow. I'm not very good at this. Well, I won the last 2 races, so I must be, but I'm behind. Golden mushroom! I'm gonna mush your rooms, everybody! That sounded really weird. Much weirder than it should have. Ha! Rosalina, you do not deserve to be the winner. You are too overrated. Oh, that was just cruel. Oh, no! My beautiful mushrooms! Rosalina! Don't you dare win this race! If you do, I will lose all faith in humanity. There's a shortcut here where you can jump off here with a mushroom! As you can see, it miserably failed. Oh, come on, Daisy, you stupid princess! But now I came sick. Oh. I'm not as good at this game as I thought. This music kicks butt. It's good. Ow. Ouch! What a stupid blue shell! Ooh, that was not close because I actually got hit by a banana. And another one! Well, at least they get blue shells. That is a good thing. Ooh, I'm gonna attempt the shortcut! Whee! That was epic, except for that stupid red shell. But man, I feel so satisfied. I hope this track comes back in Mario Kart 9. Unless, you know, it's already been used in Mario Kart 7 or 8. I don't think it's been used in 8. It might be 7 though. I can't remember. And no, come on, I went from first to last. What kind of poo-poo is that? Come on, Bullet Bill, you can rescue me. And now I'm in third. Oh, that did not go as successful as it could have. And now I'm in 11th again! Oh my, why is this happening to me? Well, at least that was cool. That was not cool. And don't come last. I came 11th. Well, on the bright side, at the very least I came third. And got a D. That is D for amazingly. I literally put the word D in front of amazing. That automatically makes it 10 times better, I guess. Well, that was something. Let's do the flower cup. No.
I'll get the tackle today. I'll make my mistakes. Put the word in red. I goes on.
Who cares? I don't care. I don't even care. I actually care a pretty packing lot.
So yeah, there's not really much else to say about that. Time trials, what you do is you go around the track 3 times as fast as possible. You've also got ghosts, which you can get by doing well enough. And when you pick that course, you may have a ghost. And, you know, stuff will happen. And you've got to beat those ghosts by being really good. So you better beat them, those ghosts. There are beginner ones, and if you beat the beginners, you can fight or race the experts. And if you beat the experts, then you're good enough for the game. Well done! I suck at explaining things. But, shall I talk a bit more about the racing? Well, it's Mario Kart. There's not much that I can really say. I mean, you've got the startup where you just gotta zoom off at the right time, and then you just gotta drive around the track 3 times and come in first place. And of course the game has items. Pretty much all of the items from Mario Kart DS, except for the Boo, return in this game, and they basically work the same as they do in that game. But there are 3 new items in this game. And Nintendo must have thought that these new items were special because they actually advertise them on the back of the box. Even though that they don't return in any future Mario Kart games, but they're in Mario Kart 9! Random viewer from the future. I am reviewing this in 2015, when Mario Kart 9 has had no announcements. It's not here yet. So, you might as well just shut up. Also, I'm gonna realize how outdated this joke will be when inaccurate when Mario Kart 9 comes out. I shouldn't have made that joke, but I did. So, ha! I mean, these 3 weapons are, of course, the Lightning Cloud, the Mega Mushroom, and, last but not least, the Power Block. And the Power Block basically slows everyone in front of the person who uses it down, but you can actually cancel it out to make it not affect you as much. And oh come on, Lightning Cloud, why did you have to appear at the worst time? It's basically like a lightning cloud, except that it speeds you up, but at the end, it ultimately kills you. Or I meant shrinks you. And the Mega Mushroom is exactly the same as the Starman, so these new weapons aren't very good. But that's all there is to racing, other than you can do a team race with a team where there's 6 of you in one team and the other 6 are in another team, and you can't hurt the people in your team, and you've got to try and get more points than the other team. That exists. But it's Mario Kart. Do I really need to say anything else? And then there's the battle. There's 2 modes. The balloon battle and the coin runners. Now in the coin runners, you and your team basically have to collect as many coins as possible, as in more coins as the other team. And in Balloon Battle, you basically have to kill each other, and whoever gets the most hits wins. It's pretty basic. But then there's the character roster. There are, not including these, there are a grand total of 26 characters, and this roster isn't actually too bad. Surely there's Bowser and Dry Bowser, as well as 4 babies, but it's not too bad, and I think we can all agree that it's a lot better than having 7 Koopalings, Metal Mario, and Pink Gold Mother Bee Pig Peach, as well as Cat Peach, Tanuki Mario. Almost forgot about them. Also, this game is the real Mario Kart 8, not the stupid Mario Kart 11-8 game. Get the beep out of my face. Note, Mario Kart 8 is not a bad game at all. It's actually pretty good, even though it's kind of overrated, and I still enjoy it. I even made a review on it, and while it's kind of outdated, it's still a good game. Don't judge me, haters. Well, you've got a grand total of 26 characters, including the Mii's. You start off with 12 and you have to unlock all the others. Now, unlocking these characters is interesting because there are actually multiple ways to unlock each character. Particularly Rosalina, her first Mario Kart appearance. Man, this game's a lot cheaper than her amiibo, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, there are actually 2 ways to unlock Rosalina in this game. There's basically an easy way and a hard way. The easy way is pretty simple. All you gotta do is have a Super Mario Galaxy save file on your Wii. Pretty simple. I haven't played this game in years. In fact, I don't even think I've played this game since I played the sequel. And I got the sequel for my 10th birthday, so maybe I should play this game again. Or you could be like me and do it the hard way, which means that you gotta get at least 1 star in the Mirror Mode Cups, all 8 of them, and trust me, I don't know how I managed to do it when I was a kid, because, you know, I tried the Mirror Mode again, and I could not even get a star in 150cc. By the way, I got Super Mario Galaxy for my 9th birthday. Well, slightly before my 9th birthday. I actually got 2 copies of Mario Galaxy. But that's a story for another time. So, I basically did this when I was 8 years old. 8-year-old me was really good at this game. Too bad I'm not so good now than 14. That kind of sucks. But wait, there's more! You can play multiplayer up to 4 players! And you can even play the game online! With 1 or 2 players. Well, you could before Nintendo took down their Wi-Fi service. It's down now, so you gotta do some manual reconstruction to play the game online now. But basically how the online mode worked was that you could choose a track, and once you chose a track, the game would choose, you and a whole bunch of other people would choose a track, and then the game would randomly choose a track for you to play, and once that's done, you will play through that track.
I wonder if Mushroom Gorge will win. What the fuck? No! No! Are you serious? I fell for hours!
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, that could happen. And then there's the Mario Kart channel, which you could go on, look at your friend list, look at ghost data, look at rankings, and participate in Mario Kart competitions. And you could even download the Mario Kart channel for your Wii menu, which I don't think you can do anymore. But what ghost data was that you could go into ghost race. Ooh, scary. Basically, there were a whole bunch of ghosts, and the game would choose a ghost that is similar to one of your ghosts in a track, and then you would race it, and you'd have to try and beat it. And of course, as you could see by my ghost record, I didn't manage to win very many, which was kind of sad. And then, in the rankings, you could look at time trial and competition rankings, which still kinda works. You could basically go into you could look at any track and see the records. You could see the world champion, and you could look at the world and the top 10. But, you know, since the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection doesn't exist anymore, seeing the top 10 is very, very, very unlikely. Of course, you could do some manual reconstruction and use the Wii's new Wi-Fi functions, but, you know, I don't know. And there's the error code saying that the Wi-Fi connection doesn't even work anymore. And you could download ghosts and you could race them. And loads of people would cheat in races, which was really, really annoying for my younger self, because it just looked like they'd bump into a wall and they'd win. And I wanted to do that, but it never worked, and it really annoyed me that people cheated, and oh my god, I felt cheated. Because they did cheat. The game even has licenses, or in other words, save data files, where you could look at your records in this options menu, and you could see how often you did things, and what you did the most. And it turns out that I used Baby Daisy the most when I was youngest. I don't know how. And yeah, there's a ton of record stuff. You can change your me and you can delete your data. And that's pretty much all I have to say. Well, you know what? I might as well try battle mode out with you guys. So, I'm gonna get started. Let's do it. Oh, I have to choose one of the 26 characters. Let's choose a very vulnerable character. Why not Baby Peach? She's vulnerable. Yes, I'm on the blue team. When I was a kid, I never wanted to go on the red team. Ever. It always had to be blue. So, you can choose a car or a bike. I really should have explained that more earlier on, but, you know, I'll explain it more later on. Oh, I'll go in a car just because I'm too cruel to cars in this game. And as you can see, you can pick a grand total of 10 battle stages. 5 new ones and 5 old ones. One from each of the 5 games that predecessed this. That is so awesome! No stupid playing the same tracks as in the main game and all of that junk. No, there was none of that junk. You had battle arenas, you had a good amount of battle arenas, And wow, this is, I know for a fact this is going to be better than Mario Kart 8, so let's let go a new track or an old track. Oh, let's start off in Funky Stadium. This one was my favourite when I was a kid. So, I'm going to have fun in this one. Ugh, I'm ready for a fight. Bring it on. Oh, I'm next to Birdo! Die, Birdo! That could have gone a lot better. Oh, I got a green shell. Who am I meant to just... Birdo! I'm gonna get my revenge on you, stupid, sexually confused bird. Oh. You just go Romeo and Juliet on everything in this game. It's blues versus reds. Wow, this is just hardcore. Oh, I got hit by a stupid green shell. Man, this is 10 billion times better than Mario Kart 8's battle mode. And if you die, you don't die. I criticised this type of play with my Mario Kart 8 review, but honestly, I disagree. It just makes the battles last longer, and it's just so cool. There he is. Oh, I got squashed by a giant baby. Oh. Oh, I got hit by a bomb. And as you can see, us blues totally annihilated those reds. Man, this is completely different from what it was like in Romeo and Juliet. I hit someone, I guess. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I hit Rosalina and she still hit that banana. Awesome. As you see, us blues are completely awesome. We're much better than those stupid reds. I mean, they've got Toad for crying out loud, and Rosalina. There goes Toad! I wanted to kill him. Ooh, look how close I am to Toad! Ah! I've turned giant! Oh, it doesn't matter. I got hit by another red shell! And I finally hit Toad in this one. Oh, I destroyed a blue banana. If blue bananas actually exist, that will be awesome. And I ended with a death. I just love ending with death so much. And I still own the competition, and us blues are still better than those reds. Maybe Romeo and Juliet is secretly racist in some sort of way. Oh yeah! The blue team's the best. Beat the red team. We are awesome. But seriously, battle mode is awesome. The new tracks are really good, the old tracks are pretty good, and man, it's just so much fun playing through them. It's so much better than playing through stupid regular tracks like I just said before. If you want not Mario Kart 8, this is the real Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart 11T8. Now I'd like to mention that there are 3 different wait types. You've got the small characters, the medium characters, and the big characters. And depending on which weight you choose, it depends on your selection of carts. Once you pick a character, you've got a choice between 6 carts and 6 bikes. Well, there aren't as many when you start the game, but I've gotten everything, so shut up! Anyway, you can pick your car or your bike, and then you can go along. All I can say is bikes are a lot better. They control better because they're smaller, they're slicker, they're cooler, and the wheeling is great. And trust me, they might as well just have left the carts out completely and just included bikes, and they should just call this game Mario Bike Wii. Although, if they called this game Mario Bike Wii, maybe it wouldn't have sold as well, but hey, who knows. All I can say is that the bikes are a lot better than the cars, unlike this game. So, yeah, that's something, and I'm pretty sure that I've explained these before, and if I haven't, sozzers, and if I have, I'll cut this out, but automatic drifting, you drift, but you can't boost. With manual, you have to manually drift, but you can boost. Oh yeah, I did do them earlier. This is definitely a deleted scene! And as for the tracks, well, the new tracks are actually pretty cool. They're all interesting and I really like them. Surely they could get a little bit difficult, but overall, still fun. And then of course, there are the retro tracks. Now the retro tracks selections aren't actually that bad. It's not like any console is over-represented. Mario Kart 8. I meant 11T8. And, you know, while there are only 2 SNES and GBA tracks, then there should have just been 3 SNES, N64, GBA, and GC tracks, and 4 DS tracks, at least in my opinion. The disregardation of 2 SNES and GBA tracks, 3 of all the other consoles, 4 of all the other consoles, that is still really good. And the tracks are pretty fun to race through as well, so that's cool. The graphics in this game haven't necessarily aged that well. I mean, the game doesn't look bad at all. For a Wii game, it looks quite decent, but after playing another game in the series, which is actually stopping me from driving decently, but for 2008 and for Wii standards, they're not bad at all. Surely some of the characters do look a bit weird, but overall, it's not too bad. And another cool thing is that if you play through the tracks as a Mii, some of the assets are actually changed to look more like Mii's rather than Mario characters. Well, that is actually a pretty neat touch, and I applaud the developers for doing it. The game looks nice, it runs smoothly, and of course, while the graphics haven't aged amazingly, for 2008 Wii standards, they don't look bad at all. And there are some neat touches, it's nice and colourful, and overall, it looks nice. The controls in this game are pretty simple. I mean, you've got like 5 different control options. Well, 4 if you're playing on the Wii U, and I don't even know if these work for Wii games. But, you know, things. Well, at least there are much cheaper third-party versions. That's something, I guess. But anyway, the controls in this game are basically this. Well, with the Wii wheel / Wii remote at least, to drive, you hold the 2 button. To hop, you press the B button. To brake, you hold the 1 button. To use items, you use the D-pad. And to wheelie when you're in a bike, you have to flick your Wii remote up. To drift, you have to hold the B button plus move the Wii wheel in the direction you want to go. And if you want to move, you need to tilt the Wii remote left or right. If you want to turn, and last but not least, if you want to do tricks up a hill, you've got to flick the Wii remote up just like you would with a wheelie. The controls are simple. Now, one problem I pretty much have with every single Mario Kart game, except for Mario Kart DS, are the controls. They're either too stiff or too slippery, or in some cases, so unbelievably bad that it's just unbearable and it's just so beeping annoying. When it comes to Mario Kart Wii, it suffers from slipperiness, and let me just say that they aren't the worst controls in the series. In fact, despite their slipperiness, they're actually some of the better controls in the series. The Wii wheel actually doesn't work that bad, to be honest, and I can't actually imagine playing the game without one. Well, I did try with a Wii remote on its own, and I couldn't play the game like that as a kid. Trying that again, I could do it, but it's still more fun playing it with a Wii wheel. And the motion controls do work really well in this game. It's just good. And of course the controls are slippery no matter what, and they're not as good as the Mario Kart DS. They are still a lot better than most other Mario Kart games, and trust me, controls are something that even some of the more acclaimed Mario Kart games suffer from. And it's just sad, to be honest, that almost none of them control perfectly. And this game does control really well, it's just a bit slippery. That's all. The music in this game is really good! Now, my favourite Mario Kart soundtrack is the soundtrack of Mario Kart 64. That is something I can definitely tell you. And the music in this game is obviously not as good as in that game, but the music in this game still kicks butt. It's really good. The songs fit the atmosphere, they're upbeat, they're catchy, they're really nice to listen to, and overall the soundtrack is just great. All of the retro tracks use their retro themes unmodified, and overall the soundtrack is just great. I don't have any problems with it. The sound effects is what you'd expect from Mario Kart, and the voice acting is also what you'd expect from Mario Kart. A lot of talking, possibly annoying depending on who you are, and yeah, that's Mario Kart for ya. Wait, the Mii's talk! Well, there aren't really that many bad things about the game. Surely the controls are a bit slippery, and the new items kinda suck, and the character roster isn't the best. I mean, let's see who we have here. We've got 4 babies, 2 toads, Bowser and Dry Bowser, 2 Mii costumes, and worst of all, the one and only Diddy Kong. What did you just say about me, Big Bad Butt? Oh, Diddy, I called you the best character in Mario Kart. Wait, what you doing with that, Diddy? What you doing with that? Diddy! 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 The following scene has been removed due to high levels of violence, but don't worry, Diddy Kong left and Big Bad Butt is completely okay. I'm still here, you know. Ow! And of course, the bikes are a lot better than cars, and manual drifting's a lot better than automatic. But overall, I still enjoy this game a lot more than, you know, some other racing games. This game is overall great. It's very good. I'm surprised how much fun I had with it recently, actually. I mean, surely the graphics are kind of outdated, especially the character models, but they still don't look bad. The music is great. The weapons are cool other than the new ones. And overall, it is still a very fun game. It controls pretty well, even though they're definitely not perfect. And overall, it's a fun game. I still enjoy it. Surely the online doesn't work anymore. Well, at least if you want to use Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. And some tracks are pretty difficult. This game is still very fun, and it deserves a place in your collection, even though you have a Wii, which I don't know if you still have one. You probably have this game, and this game is a lot of fun. Good graphics, good music, good controls, good everything. There's barely anything wrong with this game. While I still prefer Mario Kart DS, this is definitely one of the best games in the franchise. And honestly, it's really, really good. If not, very difficult. That is like one thing that's not too good about this game. The AI is pretty cheap in this game, especially in 150cc and mirror mode. But that's not too bad, because compared to some Mario Kart games, it could be a lot worse. Beep off! But still, this is a great, very fun game, and if you've got friends, the game is also a blast! Well, Big Bad Bot doesn't have any friends, actually. The following scene has been removed due to high levels of violence, but don't worry, Diddy Kong left and Big Bad Bot is completely okay. I'm still here, you know. Ow! But the new mechanics that this game introduced are very fun and interesting, and overall this is just a great game. It's really enjoyable. I literally don't have to say anything else. It's Mario Kart. I know this review has lasted a very long time, but it's beeping Mario Kart. Unless it's stupid Marino fart. What do you expect? I know it's a different angle. Very interesting. Overall, Mario Kart Wii for the Nintendo Wii is really good. This is probably the second best Mario Kart game I've played, right behind Mario Kart DS. This game is so good. I'm surprised how good it is, actually. Graphics are a bit outdated, especially with characters, but they still look nice enough. The music is great. The controls are the best, but they are still really good even with motion controls. The gameplay is super fun. The multiplayer is fun. The Wi-Fi was fun. And overall, basically everything about this game is really fun and it's really cool. Now, it's disappointing that they removed the mission mode from Mario Kart DS, but it's still a really fun game. I definitely really enjoy this game. It's definitely a lot better than Mario Kart 8. That's something I can tell you. And of course, I do not hate Mario Kart 8 at all. It's a really good game. But this game's better. This game gets an A because almost everything it does really well. It's just a great game. All the new additions are cool. And overall, this game is great. There's almost nothing wrong with it. If you don't have a Wii or a Wii U, then you are missing out on some fun games. I recommend the Wii U more. I mean, you get everything on the Wii then. Still. And this is just a really fun game. I'm assuming that every single one of you have played this game considering how well it sold. Like 5 million units. So I don't really need to say much about it. It's just a great game. It's really cool. If you haven't played this game in quite a long time, I definitely recommend you play it again. It might be just as much fun as you remember. I can tell you that much, even though I'm not as good as I used to be. So overall, pick this game up, it's fun. Now, this wasn't the first Mario Kart game I played. The first one I played was Mario Kart Super Circuit. I don't care what any of you say about that game's great. But this is still the Mario Kart game I have the most memories with, and I had the most fun with when I was a kid. Well, Mario Kart DS I had the most fun with, but I still had tons of fun with this game. And overall, it's just great. Definitely play it again, it's cool. Anyway, thanks for watching this review, I hope you enjoyed it. This was a much shorter outro, I know, but my outros are way too long. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. This is Big Bang Bot, signing out. And remember, if this is before Friday the 22nd of May, then go to my vote for my 60-second review video, and vote for my 60-second review, because that'll be fun, maybe. Anyway, this is Big Bang Bot, signing out.